Okay, so a quick tour of the garden. This is something that one of my subscribers asked me to do, just to give you a quick tour of the garden. So this is for Reedy Mandy. Um, there's my broken cold frame, which I will be repairing very shortly. Down here is the main area of the garden. This border is where I grew my dahlias last year. I'm not sure whether I'm going to be putting the dahlias in this part this coming season, but we will see. Got a brick edge border running right down the garden. It's not a terribly big garden, as you can see, but it does look nice in the summer, in the height of the summer when everything's in bloom. There's quite a lot of plants here. I've got a little raised bed here that I grew kale and purple sprouting broccoli in last year. I think I might be putting my onions in there this year. Got a few bits and pieces down here, a few buddleia. There's my compost bin, a little bit of hedging just down this side, and across here we have the greenhouse and my raised beds that I grow my veggies in. I've got 3 raised beds here, and we have another flower border, which again looks quite nice in summer. I've got a few broken bricks on the edging there that I've got to sort out, and again there's a couple of bricks that I need to sort out, and there's another tiny little raised bed just off of the patio there, and I've got a cut down barrel here that I'm going to be growing my courgettes in this year. There's my newly appointed slabs that came off the front garden. Hi everyone, just a little bit of an experiment for me really. I've never used these peat pellets before. These are little jiffy peat pellets, so I thought I'd give them a go and get some stuff sown in those. So what we're going to do is I've got some French marigolds, some greyhound cabbage, some spinach and some coriander. So I'm going to get those sown in the little jiffy peat pellets. Now these are dehydrated pellets, and what you need to do to get them to burst into life is to soak them in some water. Apparently it's best to use warm water, so I'm going to tip some warm water into the tray here, and within a few minutes they should expand, absorb the water, and then we'll be able to sow our seeds in them. Obviously we'll tip off any surplus. We don't want them completely soaked. So yeah, I'll let those sort themselves out for a few minutes, and I'll write out some labels, and we'll come back and have a look at them shortly. Okay, so they've all swollen up with the water, and what we've got is we've actually gone from this to this. So I'm now ready to sow my seeds in the jiffy pellets, and what I've done is I've used a pencil just to put a little hole in the end of the jiffy pellets, and then we sow the seed in, and then using the opposite end of the pencil just cover the soil back over the seed. So I'm going to sow the coriander first. So we just simply pop the seed in there, and then just using the other end of the pencil, I'm just going to cover the seed up. So that's the coriander sown. I'm going to sow the others in here. So we're going to have some spinach and some greyhound cabbage, and then I've got 6 at the end here, which I'm going to sow some marigolds in. So I'll come back to you in a moment when they're all sown and the labels are in. Okay, so there's our rows. We've got a row of marigolds. I've actually got 6 marigolds. I've got 5 of everything else, but 6 marigolds. We've got the greyhound cabbage here, and spinach, and the bottom row are the coriander. So we'll see how we get on with those. So that's a few seeds sown in some Jiffy pellets. As you probably saw in the last video, we are quite regularly attracting goldfinches to the bird feeder now in the garden, which is lovely, and it's really great to see them. We like to encourage birds into our garden, and we obviously have lots of cheeky little visitors like the blue tits and great tits. But this week we've had an unusual visitor to the garden. I've never seen one of these birds in our garden before, though I have seen them elsewhere. And it's actually the UK's smallest bird, and it's called a goldcrest. And this one was actually literally right outside our conservatory window, and it looked to me like he was picking aphids off of a rose that we've got going up and over an arbour. But it was really great to see him, and it really made our day.